Hey, you guys, it's Amory. Happy Turnip Tuesday. What do you want from me? It's like 95 degrees out still, and it's 6:56, and my nail broke. I'm like, you couldn't hold on just one more day? One more day. Anywho, so the last video wasn't recording. I'm going to pull from another deck, but I just wanted to share that I couldn't believe, it was such a great read, that the snake and the butterfly came out. The snake transformation and the butterfly metamorphosis, they both came out. So I'm going to set these aside. We'll see if it pulls in. If this is the message Spirit wants us to give, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just see what kind of transpires here. But in the last message, it was only a few minutes in when I realized it wasn't recording, that you're shedding old skin right now. There's some old belief patterns, some old patterns in your life, some old behaviors, some old things, some old things that you used to do that is shedding, or that is need to be shed. And that's what Spirit is trying to say. That so some things that need to be shed in your life for this transformation. As you know, if you may, most people knows, like when a snake sheds skin, it's kind of painful for them. It's not comfortable. It's like, oh, I'm getting rid of this skin and getting in something new and fresh. Your body's going to go through a lot of changes. You may notice that certain phases through this transformation, you may gain a little weight, and you may lose a little weight. Your skin may change. And those are the physical symptoms of it. But Spirit's also saying that there's going to be, you're going to have to reintroduce yourself to yourself. Because you're going to be, at times, you're going to notice how you respond differently. How when people try to attack you or people try to trigger you, you're going to recognize it doesn't affect you anymore because you've healed from certain things. That growth is also recognizing and reintroducing yourself to yourself. Excuse me if my voice is still hoarse. It's still hoarse from the roller coaster rides over the weekend. And so to kind of give yourself some space and some grace to know that, there's going to be some uncomfortable things happening with this amazing transformation. Spirit is saying is that if this for some of you, this is a clear sign that you're getting ready to metamorphosize into something that you never thought was possible. And it's going to have some uncomfortable moments. And that's okay. The dark cards are dark. Number 19. This is amazing. Unlimited possibilities. Right. You're going to have some unlimited possibilities when you're on the other side and during this transformation. You're going to recognize that, and I know this is a familiar saying, that, you're the roots of your tree. And as you grow and the stronger you get, the base gets stronger and stronger. And then you have these branches, then you have leaves, and there's twigs. Some people are branches, some people are leaves, some people are your roots. So be very mindful. Sorry, I keep myself, I'm not going to re-record it. To be very mindful, and that's part of it too, is recognizing that you have this potential. And sometimes we're recognizing this potential that we have. We're recognizing that we're transforming and we're metamorphosizing into somebody and something that we never knew was possible. And it gets kind of uncomfortable a little bit. We may I've said this many times to myself, who am I? I never responded this way before. I used to be really into certain things like shopping and all that shit. Like, I can't stand it now. Like, I'm more about let's go collectively, not collectively, but go. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting tongue-tied all of a sudden. Hold on, give me a second. Spirit has jokes. Okay. Apologies. Spirit just... And we got this the other day. Yeah, this is it. Okay, 35. This is the inner journey. So we have 10 and 35. This is the inner journey that you're going through. When people try to trigger you, when people come at you the way they used to come at you, or you're recognizing whether these people or not, when people come at you a certain way, you're just not feeling and resonating with it anymore. You may be someone who used to watch TV all the time, and you're not watching TV anymore. Or you recognize that certain things affect you the way they didn't affect you anymore. And so you have to... Spirit is like, okay, so that's what I was laughing about. When Spirit was like, you're getting away from the message. You're getting away from the message. And I was like, well, what's the message? That's why I was laughing, because Spirit was like, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. And I'm like, I'm trying to think about what Spirit's saying. It's when you know, you know. And I'm not going to re-record. It's important that you move forward with integrity. It's important, this is what I was going to say. What Spirit was saying is that it's important to reintroduce yourself to yourself. This is who you are. Stop reminiscing on who you used to be. You know, you could say like, oh my God, remember I used to act like that and not anymore, and give yourself a pat on the back. But to be mindful of energies that come into your space that try to pull you back to the old you. A lot of times when people see the snake shed their skin, they're like, how are you shedding your skin? I'm not shedding my skin. How are you the butterfly and not the moth? Even though moths are beautiful as well. So, and that's what this was about, paying attention to areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. So you're about to enter this phase of expansion and growth. And so it's important for you to pay attention. What are some things that no longer serve me? What are some things I need to let go of? What are some practices or things I need to add to my, my daily practice? What are some areas of my life that I could grow at? What do the ancestors have? Are we doing? It's Spirit, so you're getting away from the message. And I'm like, but that's what we're talking about. Okay, I'll put them down. Give me a second. There's unlimited possibilities for this inner journey if you're able to effectively shed this skin. Not half-step. For select few of you, it's like you start to shed the skin, but the physical symptoms become uncomfortable, and you think that it's something that it's not. You think you're having an allergy to something. No, I'm not a doctor. That's just what Spirit is saying. That you think you're having an allergy to something. You think that you ate something, and realizing that you're just not realizing that you're ascending and that you're transforming. And an example would be, and I'm just going to give this, I know this is probably a simple example. I recognized the more I healed and grew and transformed, that my skin became more, I don't like the word sensitive, but more aware of energy of everything. So certain clothes I can't wear anymore. The stuff I used to use for my hair and my face and my skin, I can't use anymore because the chemicals in it, which creates a issue sometimes when you're trying to, stay pretty. I know that's surface level, but certain things like that, because I started to notice that certain chemicals affected my body, just like watching TV, the EMF waves. And so I was very hyper aware and sensitive to the fabric and clothing, and it was like itching to me. That was part of my transformation, because I was energetically being able to tap into things that I never thought were possible to tap into energetically. Is that making sense? I don't know why that needs to be said. Metamorphosis is also can be, I don't want to say it can be painful, but can be very uncomfortable. Look, when you look at, you look at like a caterpillar and he's in his cocoon, and it's like he's really trying to get out of his cocoon. It's a uncomfortable process to be in and to go through. And a lot of people just stay to be the caterpillar. They don't realize that once they get through the difficult things, the uncomfortability, not just physically, but emotionally, there's going to be a lot of uncomfortability emotionally. Spirit is saying it's time for you to look at a mirror yourself, and all the things that you've been projecting out to people and judging people about, you need to take a look at yourself for this major transformation and growth. And it's not me judging you. It's what Spirit is saying is that there's still some people in the collective, and no one's perfect, that is wondering why that they're like stuck halfway through a transformation or halfway through their growth and not able to bust out this cocoon. It's because you're really still not taking an honest look, about different projections that you had out to people and how you think people should act or be or feel. This could be somebody in your energy that's projecting onto you as well, and you're picking that up, is what Spirit said as well. I know this message is all over the place. I'm going to go grab myself, because Spirit, I've been getting crazy downloads. They've been hard to decipher, but I'm not going to redo this video because I know someone needs to hear pieces of it, especially about your transformation and the feelings, the uncomfortability of it, whether it's your emotions, whether it's physical feeling, or whether it's energetically of things, that to be very mindful that this is part of the transformation, part of the growth too. What you used to go for back in the day, you can't go for anymore. The shit you used to tolerate anymore, you're not tolerating anymore. And it's an allergy to your skin sometimes, and a disease of the mind, and an allergy to the mind as well. Don't forget that. I hope you're healthy and have